Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. Five at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 20. No.
Now they try the right side here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Back to throw. Fields going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch Raystone, Travis. Kill. Hey, Alpha. Step.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
53's the Mike. Hey, Charlie. Hey, let's get that fight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Pilot, 64, shoot.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. General West. Just like that. Just like that. Shit.
They'll set up a throw. Cooper's got it. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw here. He's got the connection to Cooper. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Ready?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike 48. Stop your whining. Sean, go. Check safety.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls.
Off play action. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
56. Mike.
Throwing again. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 53. You ain't got nothing. Check. X3. 218. Chop. 5.
2nd and 3. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 34-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Coaching spell. Watch twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, orbit. Hey, rock it. Now.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set. 18 Gators. Smooth. 53, come on. 53. Check 53. All day. All day. Fire.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, wahoo!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's not going to get me. Back. He's coming. We got 2.
On first down, Fields. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
At the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's get it. Come on, set. 15 on it. Watch the slats. Hard. 44. Mike, 44. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 44.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Open man is QT, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
To number 34. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
That's it, baby. We gon' run.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, the motion. Watch the motion. 56, the muscle.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 56 right there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch the safety creep. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
70, Indy. 61, matchbox, White. 53, check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Pull it high.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
53 to Mike, 53.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Letting you know right now, you better free. X3, 218, chop.
Let's go. And we got Mike.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check 24, check 24.
Ready?
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Bang, bang! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 59.
Hey, Delta.
It's 59, Mike to 59.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
56. Mike's 56. No chance. 56. Mike. 56. Pull it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
56 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 56. Mike, 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
On third down, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 logo.
Mike's 59. Watch the slant.
Fournette running right. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 45 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and long. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Looking to throw. Fields. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now this shot downfield on second down is brought in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, high 7. 53, check 53. 5.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
And the Jaguar first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run with Fournette, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I know you feel that.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ready.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Switch. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there.
Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch.
On the run, it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jags, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.